Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm the Defective Butcher, and thank you for tuning in to today's episode. Today, I'm taking a look at the year 2025 and a little bit of 2026 because we got a lot on the chopping block. That's actually coming, and yeah, there's a lot to get through. So, and I really wanted to talk about a lot of it. Also, my review for this guy has been done, so go watch the review for the Energized Godzilla by Hiya Toys if you haven't already, because I had a lot of fun doing that video, and I hope you guys really like that video as well. So, without further ado, let's get into some of the figures that I have lined up. I have them all opened in all these tabs here, and it's all arranged in order in which it's supposed to come out. So hopefully I got everything correct. Hopefully everything is a-okay. Like I said, 2025 is about to be it, man. It's about to be the year. I already experienced quite a bit of growth in 2024. So thank you everybody that jumped on and supported me. And I hope you guys will stay with me for the coming year. So yeah, as mentioned, I just want to talk about some of these figures, talk about my excitement for them, talk about what I think about the promo art and stuff like that, and just talk about them in general. So, let's get into it. So, first up is Godzilla 2014, and this is the one that's supposed to be coming by the end of the month. I don't know if it will. It should. It's not going to be like another one that's coming down the line. I'm sure that one's going to get delayed to hell and back, so I'm not even going to be super worried about it. But let's talk about G2014. So from review videos I've seen and from the lovely promo art here, he looks really freaking good. Good enough that made me want to rewatch the movie. And yeah, this thing just looks absurdly beautiful. There is one thing I have to bring up when it comes to Hiya figures and their promo art. It's the tail right here always seems super stiff and super straight. And that's never the case. Like, it is never the case. It's always got at least somewhat of a curve right here at the end. And it never sticks straight out like that. So, like, I'm not sure what happens in the Hiya promo art, but it happens on all of them. It even happened in the promo art for this guy. And clearly you can see the tail does not stay super straight like that. I don't know what's going on there, because, I mean, that looks pretty dang natural right there. But, yeah, I'm super excited for this one because I love the way the dorsal fins look on this guy. I think the design is just absolutely peak. And don't get me wrong, I love this design, but this is the design I fell in love with first. And it's not because I think this one's objectively better than, than this one. I don't think that at all. I think they're both really freaking great, but it's just, I want this one for nostalgia's sake. I jumped on the Goji train kind of late. So, yeah, 2014, I watched a couple years ago. See, look, here it is again. Just this super long, straight bit that just, I don't know, it looks off to me. And I know it's not going to be like that. I'm not worried about it at all. It's just a funny thing that I wanted to point out. Also, something I did notice is apparently all the figures moving forward are going to have extra hands. And I finally got my first Godzilla that has extra hands. It's the Energized Godzilla. And ooh, putting those on is a bit of a doozy. But yeah, we see him here. And some of these promo images make him look really dark like he did in the movie, man. He looks incredibly dark. And yeah, I'm really excited to get it, man. So hopefully this guy comes by the end of the month. I see no reason why it wouldn't. Everybody else, all the other reviewers got theirs in. So, yeah. Something I just noticed with these promo images is it doesn't showcase that upgraded joint in the arm. So, that's kind of fun. Alright, let's move on to the next one, shall we? So obviously the next one is Evolved Godzilla. And as I previously mentioned in a post, I'm super certain this guy's getting delayed. Aside from some of the images we've seen from, like, I don't know what event it was, we know absolutely nothing about this guy. We've seen some of the pictures of him. I'm a big fan of this. I'm a big fan of the one of the dorsal fins being able to be manipulatable so that you can get like better poses out of him, and it kind of look natural as it's gonna, like, you're gonna be able to turn it so that it goes or whatever. And yeah, I think that's gonna work really well. It's a point of contention I've seen here in the on this page especially. But yeah, I really think it's gonna work, and some people are like, well, I don't think so. But yeah, this thing looks incredible, man. I really can't wait to get my hands on this one. I think this one's gonna be the one that's gonna make Bandai start sweating, you know, SH MonsterArts. And this picture is what makes me say that. He's got pretty good posability, it seems, and I'm really looking forward to getting it, just because the only Evolved Godzilla stuff I have as of right now is Playmate stuff, and that's fine. I don't mind the Playmates figures. They're not movie accurate, but who gives a damn? They look good enough, you know exactly what it is. But yeah, dude, I'm super stoked about this one, and it's a bummer that we know next to nothing about him. Look, you can kind of see that dorsal fin in work right there. I'm hoping it does come out this month, like this says it will. Well, it doesn't say it here, but that's what my my order invoice says. Last purchase July. So yeah, I have a feeling we're going to be waiting 2 more months for this. Pretty sure that's what I said in my post. I know it's going to be really good whenever it finally comes out. I'm not going to put in my 2 cents on the Hiya versus SH MonsterArts on this one, because I'm sure this one's going to have its issues. I'm almost positive of that. Like, it's not going to be good enough in the articulation or whatever. But honestly, I don't care. I just want a movie accurate Evolved Godzilla to just have, to hold, to look at, to observe, you know, much like I do with these guys. I just want to be able to look at it and compare it with the movie, because that's one of my favorite things to do, man, is I like to compare it. That's what I did a hell of a lot with this guy whenever I got him. I did nothing but sit there and compare them, especially to the Playmates figure, and it's one thing that surprised me was Playmates did a really good job with theirs. So yeah, it's one thing I'm going to be doing a lot whenever I get this guy. And don't worry, we're doing reviews of all of these guys whenever they come out. And I know, I could order off a Cow Kiss or whatever, but I don't want to, because I like doing it this way, because it gives me some time to breathe, because I don't get money from YouTube or a Patreon or whatever, so I actually have to work a 9 to 5, and doing it this way lets me save up first before, you know, whatever. But yeah, let's move on to the next one, which is the SH MonsterArts 1954 Godzilla. Dude, this one has been at the back of my mind of ones that I really want, dude. I really want this one to come out already, and I cannot wait for March to get here. I know everybody else already has theirs, and again, I could order off of Calcus or whatever, but I honestly don't mind waiting. But with that being said, I am super excited for this guy. Especially this, dude. I have the poster sitting right here. I've had that sitting there since before I started all my reviews, honestly. And oh, it looks so freaking beautiful. Even if it's not 100% accurate, like it is a little bit stylized, I don't care, man. I freaking love it. And it looks so good. I love like the yellowing in the claws and the fin and everything, and like even the teeth. It looks so good. I kind of wish the planes had like a little more paint on them, but it's not a deal breaker for me. You get a lot with this guy too. You get 2 planes, a plug-in for the planes. You get this stand here for either a plane or, you know, the breath effect part, and you get alternate hands. And there's that lovely recreation of the poster, dude. It looks so freaking good. There is one thing I want to try and look up to see is like a miniature city set for these guys, because it'd look really good. Alright, here's the next one. 1991 Godzilla from Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, or Hokkaido. Yeah, I really love the design of this guy. First off, let me say, I fell in love with this design through the PlayStation 3 game, because the PlayStation 3 game was just absolutely one of my favorites. And yeah, you play as this guy through that game's campaign, and it's just super good, man. Oh, I can see here. I don't know how accurate this is. They might have updated it since then, but it looks like starting around here, the articulation in the tail is going to hop off to every 2 segments. So honestly, it doesn't look super bad. I think they're updating the articulation on this guy, actually, because I think they updated it in the heat ray version, and they're like, you know what, we're going to make sure that the base version has the same level of articulation as the heat ray version, so they're going to go back and fix that too. And there's so much to talk about with this guy. Like, I really hope they get the double row, like the 2 rows of teeth on the lower and upper jaw, right? Like, that's a detail they have to get right for me, is the 2 rows of teeth. Like, to hell with alternate hands, dude. Just get the teeth right. And from what I can tell, it looks freaking gorgeous. Like a hell of a lot more accurate than the game did look. Like, this looks beautiful. So yeah, I can't wait for freaking May, man. May. Even though it says April, it says I'm gonna get it by May. But here's another May release. Shimo. I'm really looking forward to this one too. It's supposed to have pearlescent paint, much like the Jada toy. Much like the Jada toy figure. That one had pearlescent paint on it. And it's one of the things that they've been advertising with this one. And you can kind of maybe see it a little bit in the some of the promo images. Like, you can kind of see it here and up here. So I'm really hoping it'll be kind of obvious, because it was obvious in the movie that her scales were pearlescent. Yeah, you can see it right there. And I hope they get the eyes right, man. That is tiny. Dude, they have to get this figure right. And yeah, I'd be happy to get this thing. Shimo standing up is kind of cursed. 17 centimeters. That's just less than 7 inches, isn't it? Yeah, 6.6 inches tall. But standing up, what's the scale on that? Who freaking knows? But all these promo images look freaking good, man. They all look really good. And I can't wait to get it. It looks like this thing is going to pose really well too. I'm pretty sure they're going to do like a Frostbite Blast variant or whatever. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to get that. I think I'm going to stick with this one for now. Usually when it comes to heat ray variants, I don't really not really care too awful much, so I'll be happy with this one for now. Here is the next one, June. This is a June release. Yeah, I ordered one of this item. It has not released. Yeah, we're getting the Godzilla Transformers crossover. Even though, so yes, I am getting the Godzilla Transformers crossover, even though this is quite literally just a repaint of this guy. Hold on, focus. Yeah, there we go. Now you can see it. It's literally just a repaint of this guy with Dinobot Sludge's head slapped on it, and it slightly tweaked. Only difference between this guy and that guy is the blaster effect parts. This guy did not come with any, but that's fine. I am actually looking forward to getting it. I hope it actually gets here in June, like it says it does. I don't know about Entertainment Earth. I've never ordered from them before, so I don't know. But I did get this almost as soon as pre-orders opened, so here's to hoping. It does look really good though. I do enjoy the repaint. Does your lower jaw look like that? Huh, it does. So yeah, exact same mold, exact same transformation too, probably. Yeah, it looks like it's actually got some matte black on it. That actually kind of looks nice. And then here's the effect part. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm pretty sure they could have done something different though. Besides this, I'm sure they could have made an original Transformer that actually transformed into Godzilla. Because, I mean, as it stands right now, this is just a black Grimlock with Sludge's head on it. That's all this is. And if you don't believe me that it is Sludge's head, here's a quick comparison, man. Yeah, there's Sludge's head, and it's just slightly tweaked, man, to look like Megatron. And, yeah. But I am excited about it. I really think it's gonna be an awesome figure. Just awesome to have in general in my collection. Because, yeah, it's the best of both worlds. It's the two things I love. I love Transformers and I love Godzilla, so... Hey, it just sucks that they screwed up the collaboration. Here's the other one I'm getting. Yes, I'm getting the other one. The Kiryu Optimus Prime. I don't have this one, so I'll be happy to get another Optimus Prime that just happens to be a Kiryu. And I love the color scheme, too. Like, I believe this is Gen 2, G2. But I love the color scheme that they did here. With, like, the, Ooh, can I do that here? I can. Okay, so with like the eyes being yellow, like Kiryu colors, and then you have the red streaks going down the side of the face. It's not quite Kiryu, but you can tell that that's supposed to be Kiryu, at least in the color schemes. Like the color schemes do look pretty damn good, but this is gonna be like another case of this one where I wish that they did an original Transformer, like instead of just repurposing a G2 Optimus Prime. Because, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, again, super happy to be getting it. Of course I was gonna get it regardless, but again, very questionable release. This one's also supposed to be June. I got this one like a week after I bought this one because I was waiting for the other one to show up here on Entertainment Earth where I bought this one, but it never did, and it's still not over here. So I'm like, okay, what the hell? So I went and looked at Big Bad Toy Store. It was here, and then I was like, okay, well, what about the other one? And the other one's like, oh, well, you're gonna have to wait like a couple months extra for the other one. So I guess the other one's pretty damn popular. Moving right along, it's the SH MonsterArts Final Wars Godzilla. Dude, of course I gotta get the Godzilla from my absolute favorite Toho movie. It looks really good. I always have that sentiment about this one, like this specific figure. It looks nice. He looks menacing. He's got that specific Millennium style Godzilla from the Millennium era, and he just fits right in. He looks mean as hell, and I absolutely love it. This is the reissue, so maybe this one won't fall apart as much as the first one did, because that was the biggest thing I heard about the first edition, is that it fell apart quite a bit, man. And so that kind of put me off of it, but reissue. So maybe this one will be okay. I am excited to get this one. This is slated for an August video. And let's move right along to King Ghidorah from 1991. I am stoked to get this one. I love the 1991 movie. I think it's going to be a fantastic Ghidorah. And obviously I'm also going to have to get the Mecha King Ghidorah too whenever they finally release the pre-orders for that one. But biggest thing I'm looking forward to with this one is the bendy wire wings. Let's see, does it say PVC wings with internal wires? Yeah, bendy wire wings, man. That's gonna be woo. Gonna be able to get some wacky poses out of that. And I'm gonna need a lot more shelf space if I'm gonna make this shit work, man. Because it is a lot of figures. And I love all these promo images that they included too. He looks so good. He's so clean looking, so golden. 33 centimeters tall. How tall is that in inches? Hold on. That's a whole foot and an inch tall. He is gonna be freaking beautiful, man. And he's gonna look real nice next to this guy. That's for sure. I can't wait to have both of them kind of like squaring off against each other. That's gonna look really cool. Oh, flying pose, man. And then, eventually there might be a gravity beam version that comes out. But oh well. And speaking of 1991 Godzilla, here's the heat ray version of that one. This is the only time I'm gonna break my rule on no heat ray variants. I actually went back and forth with myself on this one quite a bit. And I ended up saying, screw it, dude. I need it, man. This is one I would love to have in my collection. And it was these pictures that kind of really sold me on that, dude. Like, these promo images just look fantastic. And then I saw this one. Holy hell. This looks so good. Dude, you have no freaking idea how happy this picture makes me. It looks cream of the crop, dude. I can't wait to get it. It's just such a beautiful blue on the spines, man. And they know it. That is probably going to be translucent, if I had to say so myself. Like, I think those might be translucent. That's kind of what the images lead me to believe, but who knows. This guy. This big mean Mother Hubbard right here. Initially, I was never gonna get anything else from SH MonsterArts, but I saw that they were doing this guy right here. And it looks so much better from their initial run of this guy. Holy hell, man. It looks so good. I am a huge fan of the Mechagodzilla from 2021. I think that version of Mechagodzilla looks great. I'm not one of these people that's like, oh, well, Mechagodzilla's got to look like Godzilla. Like, 74 didn't look like Godzilla either, so hush. Kiryu doesn't look anything like 2002's Godzilla. What are we talking about? Super Mechagodzilla looks nothing like this guy. As far as I'm concerned, it's not a valid argument. Anyway, let's get into why I'm excited about this guy. So, as you can see, he's got red accents all over him. Apparently, the initial version of this guy only had red eyes. And that was it. No accessories, just red eyes. And, oof, these promo images sell it hard, man. The price is going to be a little difficult to swallow, so I'm glad he's coming in, like, I think September? I'm pretty sure this one's a September release. Anyway, look at these promo images. And then, the next picture. Oh, look at that. Dude, the energy punch with the jets here, it looks so goddamn clean, and they know it. And then he's got a proton scream. Dude, what are we doing right now? And then he's also got an alternate tail tip, so the tail tip might actually be able to swivel now, which is excellent, dude. I'm really looking forward to getting this guy. Look at the number of the amount of shit you get with this guy. This is what the initial run of this guy should have been. It should have been colored to begin with, and it should have come with at least a proton scream. But I'm happy that this one comes with all of this. I don't have the original SH MonsterArts, but now I don't need it, because this guy's coming. Yeah, that's a September release, so gotta wait 9 months for that one. But dude, this picture right here sells it hard. I cannot freaking wait for this one. And apparently he's supposed to have some form of die-cast metal on him somewhere to give him a weighty feel. Anyway, let's move on. Here's Hiya Toys' Millennium Godzilla. It looks really freaking good with all these purple spines and like the yellow of the eyes and just everything. He looks really good. Very cat-like. And alternate hands, of course, because apparently they're doing that now. Front on looks okay. This eye looks unpainted, but you know, it is what it is. This shot looks fantastic. And the little Hiya logo right there on the billboard. Ooh. So, surely this means they're going to do an Orga sometime in the future, right? It has to. God, man, this makes me want to rewatch the movie. Yeah, I need to get me some destructible city parts for this guy. Anyway, moving on. Because Godzilla 2000, he sells himself. Look at him. There's nothing I could possibly say that would make you dislike that design. GMK, of freaking course. I love his bulky design, and I love that they captured that here. He just looks so freaking mean. One thing that has me kind of concerned is, will the mouth be able to open wider than this? None of the promo images show his mouth opening super wide. I'm assuming it will open pretty wide, but I don't know. Again, it doesn't, nothing shows it really. But dude, that I can't wait for Hiya to start releasing some of these figures like faster. I really want to look at this guy. I want to observe him. I want them to do a Baragon figure. I want them to release my boy Baragon, because he only showed up in like one movie. But yeah, GMK Godzilla. And then second to last, the light up Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Kong GVK. I'm super stoked about this one, dude. This right here, it looks beautiful. It looks absolutely beautiful. I'm hoping it's going to be the exact same amount of articulation in this guy. It looks like he's also going to have some bicep swivel, so he's going to have some upgraded joints. Of course, I'm not expecting the tail to be as articulated as this one. I'm expecting it to be kind of limited, but I'm super excited to see some of that translucent plastic with the LEDs in it. I'm excited to see how they're going to do that, how they're going to do like a power button feature or whatever. I really want to see this guy come sooner than January of next year, dude. I'm really hoping it does. I don't see why it wouldn't, but I mean, let's look at Evolved Godzilla. Like, he's not coming for ages, so this guy might get delayed too, or he might actually come out on time. That's a beautiful picture right there. Oh yeah, I really want this guy to come out. I am a little worried about the battery situation, how they're gonna do that. Anyway, I'm hoping it comes with batteries at least. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Last but not least, Super Mechagodzilla, or Mechagodzilla 2. Yeah, this one's not a bad looking figure. I am a bit curious as to why it costs $10 more. Not complaining, just curious. Because, like, if it is the articulation that makes it cost slightly more, cool, I'm okay with that. But if that is the case, then why? Well, this one costs $10 more, so actually that might be the case. I like the image of him standing above everything. It looks so cool. And then this. But how would you display him like that? Is my question. They should have given him his backpack, if I'm being honest. But we do get these grapple hooks, though. It should be okay. This should be an okay figure. It looks pretty good. As far as I can tell, I'm no expert, but as far as I can tell, he does look movie accurate. I love the shine on him. Yeah, take what I said with a grain of salt. I don't know how much he is accurate, if at all. All I know is, to me, he looks accurate. Like, I look at that and say, yeah, that's Super Mechagodzilla. But, yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Just me talking about the figures I'm excited for, showing you guys what I got lined up for 2025. If you're excited about 2025 as well, let me know down below. What figure are you excited for? And, yeah, just if you're gonna get any of these at all, if any of them, because they're all fucking expensive. Actually, this one's $20 more. Who knows? Anyway, I've been the Defective Butcher, and I'll see you guys for the next review, which will be a surprise. Anyway, peace.